Welcome to the Take It Home podcast. Podcast so bad we really should just take it home. I am Doc Simmons. You can find me on all social media at Doc717. We got the usual gaggle of good-looking guys. I'll give the hot tag to my partner. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yes, sir. Zach Hendricks. Find me on all social media at Z Hendricks Brand. And of course, look up our Country Air Official on Facebook and Instagram, and Country Air Brand on Twitter. And I'll pass it off to the senior official.
What's up, guys? Referee Perch. You can find me at Perch XLV, # for the ref brand, and Waffles Take It Home podcast.
Waffles. How was the breakfast hunt this week, fellas?
Very good. Some good biscuits. One hotel that had double waffle makers. Both of them in full order, too. I put down 2 right away. One of them was the full waffle. The other was the 4 mini waffles that make up one giant waffle. So, yeah, it was paradise. Absolute paradise. Put some blueberries on top of there, too. Wow, was that something?
Nice. Zach, anything from you?
I know we got a very, very early Pizza Hut.
That was actually a very clutch Pizza Hut that was reasonably priced.
Yeah. Got some nice wings there. But like that, we did have during breakfast time, I guess.
Yep. I mean, as soon as it was open.
Yeah.
We were hopping up there.
I think that's about it for breakfasts.
Well, when I got home at 7:30 in the morning, went out and grabbed some breakfast. I had some blueberry pancakes as well on Sunday, and those were very good. Hit just right from Perkins. Great breakfast spot.
Like the sounds of that.
Yeah, it came in very clutch. Blueberry pancakes and pass out and get some sleep. So shout out to Zach for doing all the driving, though I told him to wake me up and I'd finish half.
Trying to be that Iron Man.
Yeah, definitely were. But let's head it off to the music, man. Perch. What is that banger of the week?
Banger of the week. Did a lot of driving over the weekend. Listened to a lot of different tunes. But one CD hit in particular. And this song, one of my favorites from the CD. It flows well every time and it hits the spot. 22 Twos from Jay-Z.
Yes.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. What a great song. That one hits every time. Just such good flow, and one of those you can hear it 20 times and still pick up stuff that you haven't heard before.
Oh no, yep. I still I know I have used it for captions many times. Lots of good songs. And yeah, that's what that will. It's not. I mean, I guess it would be probably one of my favorite Jay-Z songs that just randomly pops up in my head every once in a while, but it's not one that I think of often.
Yeah, and that whole CD, one of my faves. Love giving it a listen. And yeah, that one hits me every time. One of those, oh yeah, this one's on here.
Yeah. It's always a welcome surprise.
Yeah, got to give much love to that whole album.
Started playing it. Good pick. All right, fellas. I guess we were all on the road this weekend. But did we get to watch any wrestling or anything fun? Zach, why don't you start?
Well, I know we were talking about a little bit earlier. Me and you watched Full Gear, not all of it. You're a little bit farther ahead than I am.
Yes,
but watched Full Gear. The tag ladder match was pretty dope. I loved how Malachi used the ladder off the rope.
Yep.
I was like, bro, simple but so smart. Rick, Swerve and Hangman so far is my favorite match, and they had so much time.
Yeah, I was surprised by how much time they had.
Yeah, that match was wild. I wouldn't be doing exactly everything Hangman did. Some things were a little grody. Moxley versus Orange Cassidy was super entertaining.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, other than that, besides watching those, I've been watching a lot of Rascal matches, a lot of their Warrior matches, them versus, Shima's, faction. I forget what they're called.
Bleak
Strong Guys,
or Strong Hearts.
Strong Hearts. There we go. And
Like
then,
to
yeah,
be
Chaos
fair,
as
Zima has like 50 billion factions, so it's all right that you can't get
well.
it out.
Yeah, Strong Hearts. I watched them versus Chaos. I watched them versus each other, and then I watched like the Trey Pillman cage match as well.
Mm.
And then that, I watched my matches I had this weekend, and like a old match of mine and Doc's back when we were at CCW, our last match there. And besides that, I've been Max has Whose Line Is It Anyway on there, and man, I forgot how good those were.
Yeah, yeah.
I used to think they were a work as a kid. I used to think it was scripted. But as I got older, I realized I'm like, oh, like when you start watching them just bust out laughing hard, you're like, oh yeah, they're just really, really good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Doing it on the fly, as what as they would say.
Yeah, calling in the ring.
Yep. Perch, what have you been watching?
Yeah, last week I caught a little bit of Dynamite and Moxley and Wheeler Yuta against Orange Cassidy and Hook was a fun match to start that one off. Didn't know what direction it was going to go, and it was a hard hitting, good tag team match all the way through, all the way down to Mox cutting the promo at the end and leaving us wanting more. Um, very fun to watch. Went back and watched some classics. Um, Muda against Hase with big time blood.
Yeah.
Muda on the Muda scale, uh, rated pretty big on that one. Those two great as a tag team and great as opponents as well. Just some good old fashioned 90s Japan pro wrestling. Just a good style. I really enjoy just zoning out. It may take me a few nights to finish those matches, but always fun. And then went back and watched some of Super Brawl 3 from I think 1993. Uh, Too Cold Scorpio in the midst of a match against Chris Benoit. Um, it's a good one, technical masterpiece. Been reading some of those old magazines that I've got, and that was a fresh match in the '93 edition of The Wrestler. And I think they're going to a 20-minute draw so far, about maybe 15 minutes in. And yeah, damn good, damn good. They're really setting the tone and starting to get to those moments where it's progressively building. Um, Great moves and great kind of story between the two of them. Really, really love it. Um, Watched some Defy wrestling last week. That was damn cool. The vibe out there is something else. Cool arena, great fans, and a fun show, start to finish. Their champ out there is the man. Kenta repping that title, him against Joey Janela in a banger of a main event that night. Um, yeah, some fun pro wrestling to watch.
Nice, nice. As for me, as Zach said, watch some of the uh Full Gear pay-per-view. I gotta say he brought up Moxley and Orange Cassidy match. The finish of that and the finish of the women's triple threat that you have yet to see are probably my two favorite finishes of the night so far. But for other ends of the spectrum, the Cassidy Moxley is visceral and full of emotions and everything it needed to be for their rivalry. And the finish of the girls match was so smooth. One of the smoothest, makes sense finishes I've ever seen. Like very well executed. Uh, Swerve and Hangman. Our producer over here was saying that how dumb this was and why would you do this? Um, Yeah, that match was wild. I'd probably say also, yeah, so far my match of the night. Just the look on Swerve's face when he is done getting stapled is like cinema. Like the facial expressions on both men were great. At the beginning, Hangman upset because Swerve's done all these horrible things, but the fans are still behind him. Um, but Hangman beats the crap out of him for a good 6 minutes. Finally, does it all, gets the crowd behind him. Eventually, they do the staple spot. Swerve is done getting stapled. And, he digs into that CZW bag from back in the day and starts being vicious. Um, Finish also very good visual, very fun, but I still think uh Mox Cassidy and the triple threat are my favorite finishes of the night, but that is my favorite match of the night. Dynamite last week. I'm surprised that you said it, but Samoa Joe, John Cruz, man, the best nope spot in the history of the nope spot. Friggin' Cameron's got a good one on that. Now it's got you thinking, like, how do we top that? How do we top that? I'm sure everybody's thought about the nope spot. It's such a good one. That was probably the best one so far. I did like them continuing on Dynamite, them continuing to build the Jericho, Kenny Omega, and Young Bucks rivalry. Young Bucks just being dickish little brothers, mad that their big brother has another friend. Very good. And then their match on Sunday was good. It's Bucks, Kenny, and Jericho. What else do you expect? Tony and Sheeta was good. Those two girls killed it. The finish of that had me dying laughing. But wait for Tony to just work her character into it on the if you want to call it a mess up. Like I wouldn't call it that, but it was very good. The ROH tag match, Guns versus Joe and MJF. Very good storytelling. Adam Cole coming back for the save so that MJF can continue to be our scumbag. Looking forward to seeing the main event on that. The street fight was awesomely hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. Kota Ibushi on a bike, I'll take that every week. Let's put more bikes in street fights. Some of those bumps on the bike was ridiculous. The freaking Powerhouse Hobbs body slamming Big Show onto that hood. Amazing. Yeah, it was just great way to end Dynamite and to lead on into the pay-per-view. It's super fun. I think that's all I've watched. I know I've got a couple things in the queue. I know I watched some things on IWTV. I know me and Zach looking for a couple matches. Oh, was it SummerSlam 95?
Yeah, we watched that.
SummerSlam 95. You have to go watch that main event for the strangest house dive I have ever seen. Shout out to Gary J on that. But yes, go back and watch SummerSlam 95. That was a good one. Right. Enough of what we watched. Let's talk about what we did. Perch, why don't you get started? How was your weekend?
Yeah, very fun weekend. Spent this weekend out in Seattle, Washington with Game Changer Wrestling. It was a great time. Seattle was my first time out there, and what an amazing city. Always wanted to visit. Checked out the market right by the ocean. Lots of fish, lots of good food, good coffee. People chucking fish. It was pretty cool. Great views too. Lots of mountains. I really, really enjoyed. And we had a show on Saturday for Game Changer Wrestling. First match of the night that I had was Maki Ito against Nicole Matthews. Fun match. Nicole from Canada, Maki Ito from Japan, and referee from Milwaukee. It was fun to represent, and yeah, they had a good match. Very fun all around. Good intensity. Maki Ito delivers a devastating DDT. And the next match I had was Matt Cardona taking on Santana Jackson.
Oh, I just saw a clip from that that one today. I believe the knuckle lock. Was it a knuckle lock? It might have been a knuckle lock. The knuckle lock.
Oh yeah, they did the knuckle lock, and it took the dance, the toes from Jackson to do it. Yeah,
Yeah.
very fun match. That was just old school working at its finest, and they know how to work a crowd, and it was
Yeah.
very fun.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed. Yeah, a couple of great matches to be a part of, and
It amazes me how many people like forgot about Santana Jackson after that moonwalk DDT from a few years ago. Like, oh, that was good. And it, I try to see his stuff whenever I can. He is worked the crowd. He has worked the crowd.
yeah, and I've had a variety of matches from Santana over the past maybe even 6 months or so. Um, and yeah, always a fun character and fun to see the crowd react as well. Um, we also checked out the Museum of Pop Culture while being out there. Some homies, some fans from the shows got us the hookups at a few places, and the museum was one of them. So much love to John. And yeah, it was awesome. Cool things. Exhibits on horror movies, tons of different stuff from the movies, uh, guitars and music stuff, Jimi Hendrix, um, a whole hip hop exhibit, which was pretty damn cool. Seeing some of the original photos taken from all the way 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way to today. Seeing some of those first ever Jay-Z photo shoots were pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I can imagine.
All of the NWA and their original pictures, and yeah, it was incredible. They had a suit worn by Biggie with the cane and everything and the hat. Um, Monstrous.
Yeah, he was a large man.
Yeah, they had like a full in the horror movie section, full Michael Myers and a Jason. Terminator was there. They had Arnold's jacket from Terminator 2. Um, yeah, lots of great action and history, especially from growing up, from the years that we have throughout the 90s and 2000s. This museum had everything.
Nice. Yeah, the studio that NWA does their tapings in Nashville, has like a little bit of a storied history that is always fun for. I enjoy looking at the pictures. Lots of like concerts were filmed there, and like country music awards been there a couple times, and like they have like those pictures from like the 90s and 80s from all these events. It's like, God, it's like so much awesome history.
Yeah, gotta love it. People who helped pave the roads for us to be traveling down and working where we do.
Definitely. Zach, how was our weekend?
Our weekend was started off pretty bad on Thursday when you got the news.
Yep.
And that was
Unfortunately, what we thought was a sprain turns out to be an ACL injury. There is no timetable on my return just yet. I will be getting in pretty soon to see a specialist, see what the next steps are. But yes, unfortunately, Thursday we found out that one half of your mama's favorite tag team is out of commission. But Friday, we had the death of an outlaw, to the birth of a champion.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Outlaws Zach Hendricks. I was able to get an opportunity for the ICW World Heavyweight Championship, and more importantly, I was able to capitalize on the opportunity and become the new ICW World Heavyweight Champion, baby. Super fun. Grateful for the crowd. A lot of people having my back, believing in me. Yeah, it was definitely like one of those you didn't expect with ICW, the rich history, us being there for so long, being the tag champ there. More than just being a tag guy, being able to prove that no matter what, we're a deadly threat. So super grateful and can't wait to have my first title defense against Jaden Mercer.
Yeah, good match. Crowd super into it. Took their time, drew the crowd in. And I was happy to be back at my first show in about a month to see the homie do it.
And yeah, we had Doc come out too and like be a part of it. So that was super dope.
Yep.
But
Then I crashed at your place and we got up early as heck Saturday to drive on down to Alton.
yes, sir. We went from the Outlaw Zach Hendricks won the World Heavyweight Championship, but then the new guru of Golden Retriever Energy made my way down, tagging with ATM for the first time ever. I thought we had a really good tag match.
Yeah.
For us not being really familiar with one another, we were able to work together for what we needed to do. And if it wasn't for that Tommy Allen kid, or what's his name?
Yeah, Tommy Davis and his damn awesome mustache.
I don't like him.
awesome mustache and well kept like comb over look.
Yeah, his cool beard.
Looking like the next generation mustache mountain guy.
All I know is I don't like him.
Yep.
And yeah. So unfortunately we did not get a victory at Anarchy. But we were able to show out, got some new moves, got some things, and let Rough Rowdy boys know that, regardless of who you got, I mean, I ain't gonna take nothing from ATM and definitely see us tagging with them because he was super good. But you didn't get Country Air.
Yep, you didn't get the real deal. Savor it for now, boys. I'll be back before you know it. Them dates just came out.
Yes, sir.
I'm already looking at them. But yeah, it was good to be back in the community, in the wrestling community. It had been a long time. I did miss it. It was good to see everybody. Thank you for everybody who asked and gave love. Yeah, it just kind of sucks, but we'll be back. Zach's gonna hold it down. You're already got one belt.
Yeah, a matter of 24 hours. So
about 24 hours of me announcing it. So watch out. Zach's coming for y'all.
Also, if you guys want to make me look cooler, keep voting for the newcomer of the year.
Yeah, for World League Wrestling.
I think I'm up there I'm pretty high up there.
It's like I haven't looked at what the Twitter responses are.
Oh, Instagram.
You gotta look at all the social media, brothers.
Well, on the Instagrams, I know I definitely got it on lock.
Yep, and you looking good on Facebook. Yep, just don't know what the Twitter's looking like. So we'll see. Could come down close. Nothing would make Campbell Myers happier than for you to be.
I definitely know I'm over Campbell. Like I think the one I got worried about is the female rep from the Sapolsky seminar we worked with.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, she was a good ref, so
yeah. And she's like, that's kind of her place.
Yeah, so that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Hey guys, it is Thanksgiving week as we record this. So the most appropriate topic would be to talk about what we're thankful for. So Zach, I will kick it back to you.
Yes, sir. It's funny. I was telling Doc about this weekend. Jack's school, like at class, he did the same thing. Like had to say what you're grateful for, and he talked about how a lot of people talked about their families and all that. He was grateful for Lamar Jackson scoring 25 points for his fantasy football, and I was like, at least Jack has priorities, But I'm I'm gonna do the cliche, grateful for family. I don't get to see him as much, but grateful that I do get to spend time with my family. Grateful for Val and Jack, Doc, all the homies at camp, the Caribbeans, even though they are shitty wrestlers and we whoop their ass every day. Grateful for all the ass whoopings we give them. But yeah, no, you're just overall grateful for everything we got, and even grateful for all the promoters that the situation happened, like opportunities that we worked hard for that were like, hey, don't worry, like when the time's right, like the opportunity is still here. Like it's not going away because wrestling is one of those sports that like your wrestling can move forward. So it's nice to know that like I'm grateful for all those people understanding the situation. Like it's not like, oh, yep, you're done.
Yep.
So yeah, grateful for all those things. Just grateful for overall what's going on in life.
Very much so. Perch, what are you grateful for, brother?
Oh man, I'm grateful that we decided to step foot inside pro wrestling. Being a student of this business has more than changed my life, as well as each one of us. Learning the basics and fundamentals from where we did and experiencing it out on the road and getting that experience so now we can share it with everybody else who walked in the same door that we decided to walk in. Grateful that the professional wrestling cycle continues and to see multiple sides of it, from being the low man on the totem pole to the man slightly higher on the totem pole, still very, very low. um, but to continue to earn a spot and to work for a spot. I'm grateful for every opportunity that we earn and good health and good living that we have, good people around us. Um, yeah, there's so much good pro wrestling going on in the world, and to seek it and to find it. And I'm just grateful that we have as many avenues as we do to watch. Can watch a match a day if we want to, which oftentimes do, or a match over the course of a few days because we can start and stop at any time we like. Having as much entertainment, pro wrestling available to enjoy, watch, to work in, to learn from, to study other passions. Grateful I pursued my passion of pro wrestling and discovered more passions along the line, like taking photos and traveling the world. Very grateful for those opportunities and to have as much inspiration and motivation within this business that we do, to try and create more for the next person and to continue to seek it from the people who are doing it before us. Grateful that we're all able to play our role inside the pro wrestling community. I'm grateful for everybody else who does play their role inside the great community. And we can celebrate pro wrestling. Very thankful.
Yes, sir. Eloquent as always, Perch. I'm gonna do like Zach, and I'll keep it cliche at first. I am thankful for my family. Thankful for the producer over here. Thankful for the pups. Um, I never thought I would have my own little family. Thought I'd be a crotchety old man, but look at me now. Just
He's still crotchety.
still crotchety. But
Live and no.
I'm a crotchety family man now. I am thankful that we were able to get a house because I am very done with looking for one. So very thankful for that. I probably shouldn't jinx it until everything's finalized, but we're like a week away. It's looking like everything's good. So yes, I am thankful to be done with that headache and move on to a new headache. I am thankful for my parents and my actual blood relatives. Been a weird year for some of them, but it's been good to see them still growing as people and help inspire me to keep doing this stupid thing called wrestling that I am also thankful for. Coming back to shows this weekend really made me realize how much I do miss the community. I know I can act too cool for school, as Zach might say, and act like I don't care, but I do love all the people that we have been gracious enough to meet over these couple of years and, ride with, take these trips on the road, be the low men and women on the totem pole. The setups and takedowns. I always say I have more stories from those low gritty moments than, something happening at the hotel or something like that. It's those moments are the memories I will always have. I am thankful for wrestling. Getting to touch the mat again made me feel all nostalgic and sad. and to have it taken away from me for a couple months does make me realize how much I really do love it and how much I enjoy bouncing off ideas with everybody and creating this art that we call pro wrestling. I'm going to steal from Jack. I am thankful to the fantasy gods. I have made many trades this year, and they have, for the most part, worked out for me. The only problem is my league is super competitive, and we are all just placed by a small difference of points, and I'm sitting outside of the playoffs. All my trades have gone well, but just edging out on some of these losses. It's been a real competitive year in my league, but thankful that at least all my trades went good and I can shit on the rest of the league with that knowledge. And lastly, I am thankful to David Mitchell because he is the one who has done the new logo that you are looking right now that the other two don't know that is there. But yep, David did a logo for us. So that is what you're seeing right now. I really appreciate that. Go hit him up, David Mitchell, on Facebook for any of your logo needs. And with that, so with that, why don't we go ahead and talk about what we got coming up this weekend? I'll go first. It's Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday. I can't wait to cook and eat and be lazy, and we're gonna finish our Scream marathon is the plan. Just be laid up on the couch like a beach whale. It's gonna be awesome. And then over the weekend, nothing, just probably vegging, relaxing. Like I said, I got that doctor's appointment next week, so just continuing to take care of my knees so I can come back as fast as possible. Perch, what you got on the docket?
This Friday, going to be down in North Carolina for the first time for GCW at WrestleCade. Should be a really fun time. Beer City Bruiser is down in North Carolina, so I'm going to see him, say hi to him, and send our love. It'll be great to reunite. Haven't seen Bruiser in quite some time, so it'll be special. And for a great occasion like a GCW show in North Carolina. So really excited. Should be a fun time.
Nice. Zach.
Yeah, Wednesday I'm actually wrestling at Angel Armani's show, and then Thursday I'm going to be going to down to Indiana to see my parents. Friday, super secret ninja stuff, and then Saturday, I mean, on the weekend, hanging out just hanging out at the home, hanging out with the family.
Yeah, very nice. Good to see both of y'all putting in work. But yeah, I'll just be laying out. And with that, I think it's time we take it home. So, Zach, any final thoughts or questions?
None for me right now.
All right. Perch, final thoughts, questions.
Yeah, happy Turkey Day to everybody. Enjoy time with family if you can. And DLC, continue to rest, recover, come back strong, baby.
Yes, sir. For me, yeah, hey, everybody. I'm gonna have to learn how to do it, but yeah, take care of your body. Rest it when you need to. That is the positive of this, is that any little nagging injuries will hopefully heal in this time that I'm taking care of my knee. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Tell us what you think forward down at the bottom. Follow us on all the social medias. Tell promotions to book us because we like to wrestle and ref in front of you. And I'll be back before you know it. And I'm going to want to be on the road constantly. This has been the Take It Home podcast. Y'all be easy. One.